From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center Outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
The Coke Zero 400. It's where American pride meets NASCAR history. This year, you can catch a glimpse of NASCAR history yet to come with the all-new seats and all-new views of Daytona Rising. And be sure to stick around for one of the Southeast's largest fireworks shows after the race. Kids 12 and under are $10 for the Coke Zero 400, powered by Coca-Cola. Sunday night, July 5th. New seats are selling fast. Guarantee yours now at 1-800-PIT-SHOP or DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
5 minutes after 8 o'clock, beautiful Friday morning. I see a tiny wisp of a cloud in the sky. Just a tiny wisp, but that doesn't mean there'll be no rain today.
Good morning.
The forecast, in fact, calls for rain. Right now here at the studios of The Source, broadcasting from the paddock wall, it's 71 degrees. Galen Unold is out there somewhere doing his daily task, which is to make sure that people understand that the blood supply is only there because people like you and I donate blood.
Yeah.
Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. You glad it's Friday?
I'm really glad. Really glad.
Are you looking forward to the 4th of July being on a Saturday this year?
You know what? I haven't even thought about it. We're going down to see the Red Sox play that other team that's in St. Pete this weekend. So I can't really get past this weekend yet.
Oh, that's funny.
Other team.
I forgot the name of that team. What's the name of that team?
Yeah, start with a Y.
That's right. Nobody else knows anything about them either. So.
Speaking of that team,
So bad right now.
I want to tell you something about that. But let's just put that on hold for a second. I do have something to tell you about that, and then I have some message in a bottle stories. I won't get to all of them, I'm sure, but there's at least one that I just go ahead.
Is it the Police song?
No, but it does pop into your head, doesn't it, when you hear that?
Yeah.
All right. So, how is the blood supply? What do we need to know?
It's good. It's actually for the time of the year we're doing okay. We really need RH negative or if you're an O negative, B negative, or an A negative, we really need you to come in. That's really what we're short of. For some reason, A negative we just can't keep on the shelf right now. So please, just if you're an A negative, get out there and go and donate blood.
And this segment is sponsored by Penn Flooring, so be sure to thank them. This is an important part of what we do, and it may be the only thing we do that actually contributes to saving somebody's life. I don't know what else we could possibly do that would fit into that category. So you
save 3 lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, our role is so minute. It's just to get you on the air so people can remember to do this. But anyway, thank Penn Flooring, because without them, we couldn't do this. And they have some beautiful flooring, so take advantage of the fact that right here in Ocala, you can get some top-notch flooring, whether it's carpeting or wood flooring or whatever. They've been doing this for over a quarter of a century. They know their stuff. They know how to take care of it, so they'll teach you, and they'll, of course, install it for you. The showroom where you'll find out all the details is at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, right here in Ocala. Penn Flooring. Thank you so much for sponsoring the LifeSouth with Galen Unold segment each weekday morning. The showroom is just over the McKay-Williams Bridge over the railroad track on 17th Street.
Yeah.
And how did the blood drive go yesterday at the Bellevue Library?
You know, I haven't gotten a
kids.
report yet. The last I heard, they were busy. They were really busy, and Tom was exhausted. So that's what I got so far. So that sounds pretty good. I haven't gotten any final numbers or anything like that yet, but I'm hoping to.
Well, exhausted is the excuse we have for not going, so we apologize. But we were. I said to Rob, I am just so worn out. I just couldn't do it. So
Dangerous.
I don't like to give blood when I'm tired. I like to be bright and alert.
It's okay. That's all right. I've heard that excuse before.
All right. So yesterday, Robin hadn't seen the video to the James Taylor song, "The Angels of Fenway."
Oh, yeah?
And so I was showing it to her yesterday, and I'm on the James Taylor. I'm a fan. So he sends out these letters to his fans, okay? And he sent out this video, thank you. And I didn't know this fact, but James Taylor in his whole career never had an album reach #1. Never.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Right, yeah.
This album that the Angels of Fenway is a song on, I can't remember the name of the album, debuted at #1.
That was awesome.
There's only a few albums in the course of history. Stevie Wonder debuted at #1. Elton John. Mm-hmm. I think Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, I think, did it twice.
Yeah.
Madonna, I think, did it. Yeah. Beatles. Yeah. It's pretty rare. Yeah.
So debuting at #1 is hugely rare. And for James Taylor to have, at this age, today Carly Simon is 70. Today's her birthday. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming he's about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a 70...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, for a 70-year-old folk singer in 2015 to have to debut at #1, his whole album.
Yeah.
That's just pretty remarkable. I think the song about Fenway Park is the reason, though.
It is. It absolutely is. He, he performed it live at Fenway Park, and but it also goes to show you just James Taylor stands the test of time. His music just resonates for every generation. So, that's what I've always felt. And it's not something that you're gonna, as a 15-year-old, let's say, it's not gonna resonate with you. But as you get older, the music really resonates with you. So
that is cool. And by the way, he's quite a lyricist. He's really a good lyricist. We always think of him as a guitar player, but his words are really outstanding. The words in that song. I mean, the fact that he talks about his grandma's birth date, which was 1918, right? And see, because of the song, now I know some Red Sox trivia.
Yeah.
Well, 1918, which is incredible. So, and every Red Sox fan knows what 1918 is all about. But I mean, you look at, like, if you've got a friend and a song like that, you listen to that at the wrong time, it'll break you down, or if you listen at the right time, it'll lift you up. It's just one of those great songs.
Yeah, and he didn't write that one, though. That's Carole King's song. Did you?
That's true, but he performs it best.
Yeah, he's the guy that brought it to our attention. Did you, when you see the video? I'm asking you to confess to being emotional, but when you see the video, what gets me emotional is the two things: the little boy singing the lines about "Grandma, can you get me another Coke?" or "Look, the bat broke." That's such a great part of that song. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the little boy is, but there's a scene in the video where there's a little boy looking like he's getting ready to cry because his team, the Red Sox, is finally going to win. Looks like, right?
Yeah.
And there's that one little, probably not even on the screen for a second. But it just hits me. The only thing I wish he put in the video was the grandma scene. So.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was thinking to say, because I think when we talked about this before, you said the same thing, and I agree with you when the boy's about to lose it when they win. I felt that, but I thought if they were to do the grandma scene, I think it would have been just too much.
Oh, really?
A little too sappy, but I think the way he sings it, it's not as sappy, but I think if you were to see it, I think it would be a little too much.
Maybe. You might be right, yeah.
I mean, I understand what you're saying.
And for the baseball fans, especially the Red Sox fans, it's got to be cool to see all that old footage in that video.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, some of it I hadn't seen before. I mean, a lot of it I had, but there are several things in there I hadn't seen before. So, again, James Taylor's a big Red Sox fan. Stephen King is a Red Sox fan. There's a lot of crazy people that live in the in the New England area. So
yeah. All right. Let me go to the phone. Then I'll figure out a way to segue over to the message in a bottle story. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. See, Galen, but the only good thing for the Red Sox fans now is to look at some old footage of whatever, and the same for the Brewers. Both the Brewers and the Red Sox have the worst record in baseball right now, and it's so bad that I really think they should have a World Series for the two worst teams, and it's kind of an interesting series. A fan could go out there and watch the grass grow.
Yep. If the Brewers if the Brewers and the Red Sox played, no one would win. So it would just like 0-0. So it's bad. It's really bad. But a good fan, a true fan, goes no matter what the record is. not like these bandwagon fans that are down in St. Pete. Tonight, they play tonight, and I guarantee you there'll be about 6,000 Rays fans and there'll be about 30,000 Red Sox fans.
Oh, right. Well, as long as there's beer and brats, you're going to get, like in Milwaukee, you're going to get that place pretty well loaded up.
There you go. That's right. A lot of beer will be served.
All right. Thank you, Hugh. Appreciate that. By the way, the album by James Taylor is titled "Before This World."
Oh, okay. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, and I do think the Angels of Fenway song is what catapulted that album to become the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
First number one song, first number one album for him. It's not just, I couldn't believe that when I saw that.
Yeah, but you said there were more in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at how many albums he's sold and how many downloads. I mean, he's still in the top 100 in digital downloads.
Oh, is that right?
So, I mean, it's pretty incredible. Yeah.
Well, I contributed to his wealth.
Yes, you did.
His Greatest Hits is a phenomenal album. You know, James Taylor's Greatest Hits, because he's done it he was released that CD like 3 times. So
I'm sure I have every hit that he's ever done. I'm sure I've contributed to his wealth.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Yeah, good for you. Well, and he's contributed to you.
There you go.
There's some albums. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. There are some albums that you're like, wow, I wish I could get my money back. And then there are some albums like, you know what? If this was a subscription, I would renew it. So.
I like that. I like the way of saying it. All right. When we come back, I have couple of amazing message and bottle stories. And I hope you haven't heard them before. I hope I'm the first to tell you these. So let's take a little break. We'll be right back with Galen Unold after this.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Friday night, a thunderstorm in spots, otherwise partly cloudy. Low 73 to 75. On Saturday, periods of clouds and sunshine with a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. High 92 to 94. Partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm on Sunday. High 92 to 95.
Your weekends are getting a little retool.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out. New shows? Check. Some new talent? Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire.
Because that's how exotic it is.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking Friday morning. Galen Unold from LifeSouth is on the phone. Remember the important reason that Galen comes on each weekday morning, and that is so that you and I have it right in the forefront of our brains that we have a responsibility to donate blood. It's easy. It's painless. It's actually enjoyable. You get to lay down on a couch and watch TV. While everybody around you does what they need to do. They'll wait on you. They'll bring you apple juice. They'll bring you cookies. They'll bring you popcorn, right?
Yes,
so every once in a while, there's a hot dog over there.
That's right.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Coming up for 4th of July, there'll be some.
Yeah, usually you guys do something on the 4th, don't you?
Oh, yeah. We're going to go out to God and Country Day, I believe. So
There were so many things this year.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
This God and Country Day, there's the slide, this 1,000-foot slide down in Ocala, in downtown Ocala. Did you hear about this?
I did. I'm curious about what it's going to look like, and
Yeah, really?
I'm sure my boys are going to want to do it.
And with fireworks downtown Ocala.
And then you got something in on top of the world, something in Silver Springs,
all with fireworks.
something in Denellen.
I wonder where they're going to do the fireworks at downtown. I'm assuming they're going to secure a parking lot.
It's got to be Tuscaloosa. I'm thinking it's Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, I mean, Tuscaloosa is where it used to be back in the day when I was growing up. That's
Right,
where they had them.
right.
And on the lake there, whatever that is.
Yeah, it was so
pond.
pretty. It was wonderful.
All right, you ready for these message in a bottle? I don't know how many I'm going to get in, but the first one has to be the one I tell you, because if we don't have enough time, then I'm going to wish I had told it to you.
Okay.
All right, this goes not that far back. April 16th, 1995. We were all alive on that date, April 16th, 1995. There was a little boy named Josh Baker. He was 10 years old, and he wrote a note. And the note said, "My name is Josh Baker. I'm 10. If you find this, put it on the news." The date is April 16th, 1995. That's what the note said. Are you ready for this story?
Yeah.
He put the note into an empty bottle of vanilla extract. So you know those little tiny little bottles, right?
Oh, those are tiny. Yeah.
And he threw it into White Lake in Wisconsin.
Nice.
This is in the state of Wisconsin. He threw it in. Do you know where White Lake is?
No.
Okay. It drifted around for the next decade.
Oh, how cool.
When he was 18 years old, Josh Baker became a Marine. And within a year, he was serving in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
He returned home safely, but he was tragically killed in a car accident just a few months after returning from serving in Iraq.
Oh.
He died in 2005.
Oh.
In 2006, a man named Steve Leader was at White Lake. He was fishing. He was fishing with his friend Robert Duncan. Robert Duncan was Josh Baker's best friend.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
They had served in Iraq together. Leader noticed a bottle of vanilla extract floating in the lake. Can you believe this story?
Wow. I do want to believe it.
So he noticed that there was a note inside of it, and he brought the boat over to it and pulled it out. When he opened the bottle, he saw that Baker had written the note. He showed it to Robert Duncan, who said, "Oh my God, I know this guy."
You're giving me chills.
The pair delivered the note to Baker's mother, who took it as a sign that her son was still watching over her.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
How is that not an awesome story?
That is awesome.
And you're putting it on the news.
That's amazing.
And I'm putting it on the news.
Putting it on the news.
Oh, I'm sure it was in the news at the time. That's pretty cool.
Obviously, if I know about it, yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know that I have one that tops that, but I do have some others.
No, you probably don't. That one's pretty crazy.
No, that one was my absolute favorite. And so...
Gosh.
Here's another one. Hurricane Sandy devastated the east coast of the United States in 2012, but amazingly it managed to jar loose one particular piece of debris that would change the life of a woman named Mimi Ferry. Mm-hmm. A worker cleaning up an area of Long Island found a green ginger ale bottle with a note inside, which he showed, I guess Mimi is a guy, which he showed to his supervisor. After reading the note, the supervisor decided to call the number written on the message, which led him, to Fury. Okay, Fury is the other lady, I guess. Okay. I'm just confused by that.
Yeah, but why would the boss call? Why wouldn't she call?
Mimi had lost her 18-year-old daughter, Sidonie, in a tragic accident in 2010, but soon realized the note inside the bottle had been penned by her daughter a decade before its discovery.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Receiving the note almost 2 years after her daughter's death provided closure and comfort to Mimi, offering a simple yet profound message that enabled her to move forward with her life. So what did the note say? It was a quote from Sidonie's favorite childhood movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, telling its finder to quote, be excellent to yourself, dude.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow.
There you go.
Wow.
Be excellent to yourself, dude. Here's another one. Another message in a bottle story. An 18-year-old Swedish sailor named Ake Viking. That's his name, Ake Viking. Imagine having the name Viking.
Of course.
I think that is awesome, especially with the name
It's a lot
Ake.
to live up to.
Ake Viking. It just sounds real and powerful.
Life at sea can be a little lonely, so he wrote a letter, and it began, to someone beautiful and far away. He wrote about himself and suggested that the finder should write him back. He sealed it in a bottle and dropped it overboard. After 2 years, Viking found a letter waiting for him with the postmark from Syracuse, Sicily, Italy. He got a shipmate to translate it, and that's when Ake learned that it was from a 17-year-old named Paulina. Her letter said, last Tuesday, I found a bottle on the shore. Inside was a piece of paper with writing in a strange language. I took it to a priest who was a great scholar. He said the language was Swedish. And with the help of a dictionary, he read me your charming letter. I am not beautiful, but it seems so miraculous that this little bottle should have traveled so far and long to reach me that I must send you an answer. They continued to become pen pals. Viking eventually traveled to Sicily. A short time later, they came together and married.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Isn't that cool?
How about that?
Wow. You wonder if they marry the idea, or if that's, destiny, faith, and fate.
Yeah, I
all
know.
those other good things. Wow, it's amazing.
It is amazing. I risked telling the best one first, I think, but I just sometimes we get caught up in things. All right.
That first story with the vanilla extract bottle is.
Oh, that's absolutely my favorite.
Wow. Yeah. Good gosh.
Here's another one. On Christmas Day, 1945, Frank Hayostek was returning from military duty in France. While in New York, he wrote a letter that said, Dear Finder, I am an American soldier, 21 years old, just a plain American of no wealth, but just enough to get along with. This is my third Christmas from home. God bless you. He signed his name, gave his home address, and after stuffing it in an empty aspirin bottle, threw it into the Atlantic Ocean. 8 months later, he was at home in Pennsylvania when he received a letter from 18-year-old Breda O'Sullivan, whose father found his letter and gave it to her. It had washed up on the shore of a beach near Dingle, Ireland. That letter blossomed into a pen pal relationship, and eventually Hayostek saved enough money to visit his new friend in 1952. Unfortunately, the newspapers had learned about the amazing friendship and pounced on the couple, taking it from an intimate visit to a media frenzy.
Oh, my gosh.
It turned out to be too stressful for the pair, and a romantic relationship never developed, which is what you suspected, right?
Yes.
Hayostek returned to the United States and promptly wrote another note, stuffed it in another aspirin bottle, and threw it into the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, my goodness.
And he's still waiting for a reply.
Still waiting.
Gee.
Anyway, I just thought I'd share some of them with you. So go out and send a message to somebody in a bottle. You never know.
Have you ever done that, Larry? You ever done
No,
Robin, Larry?
no, I really haven't. I should do it. It should be fun.
There was one from
yeah, me either.
1784, you said.
What's that?
From 1784.
Oh, I didn't do that one. Oh, okay.
No.
I'm sorry. I do have one from 1784.
That one's amazing.
All right. In 1784, Chinosuke Matsuyama and 43 other men left Japan in search of buried treasure on an island in the South Pacific. This is 1784. During the expedition, the ship was smashed into a reef and destroyed. They ended up on a deserted island with nothing but a few coconuts, some crabs, and no fresh water, and he knew that he and his shipmates were soon going to die. So he took a thin piece of wood and carved an inscription detailing their story. He found a bottle in the wreckage, deposited his note inside, and threw it in the ocean. 150 years later,
Wow.
in 1935, a seaweed collector finally found it in Hiratori-Mura, which is the city that Matsuyama was born.
Wow.
So there you go.
That is
Again, it's not as great as...
Shocking that a sailor in 1784 was literate.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that's the amazing part. It really is. I mean, especially in feudal Japan.
My favorite story is the first one I told you. So.
Oh yeah, that one you can't beat that one. Yeah. So sad that he died, but I mean he was right there. That was his spirit. He knew his bottle, and his mom got the bottle, and his friend found it. So.
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
We're at Regal Cinemas today, so go out there, see a movie, and give the gift of life.
There's a movie out today called Ted 2.
Yeah.
Ted 2, and the guy gets a bunch of semen dumped on his head. Did you see this?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw the first one, that shouldn't shock you.
Oh, really? So I didn't see it.
Oh, so this guy loves
it's about a teddy bear that's real.
I don't get that scene, though. All right.
McFarlane, I mean, that's everything he does. They're in a sperm bank, apparently, and there's a bunch of samples up there. And
okay.
Anyway.
Galen, have a great weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Everybody else, make sure you donate blood. It's important.
Yes, please.
You got it.
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
This is a Fox News alert. I'm Lillian Wu. A decapitation and explosion at a gas factory in southeastern France, leaving at least 2 others hurt.
It is a terror attack. There are no doubts about it.
French President Francois Hollande through the voice of a translator. Officials say that at least 1 attacker has been arrested.
Then there are reports that this individual was actually captured whilst tampering with some of the gas plant materials, perhaps trying to organize a gas leak.
Sam Kiley with Fox sister network Sky News. More about the prison guard who's charged with helping 2 killers who broke out of an upstate New York prison.
He talked about the frustration with his job in a radio interview that recently surfaced. The interview was conducted 15 years ago.
With the money that they pay you, you'll go bald, you'll have high blood pressure, you'll become an alcoholic, you'll divorce, and you'll kill yourself.
Gene Palmer faces 4 criminal counts.
Fox's David Lee Miller, Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto. Shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network, giving you the power to prosper.
Howdy, RL here for Dairy Queen. Spring is in the air, and so is the smell of meat cooking on our charbroiled grill. You want to treat yourself to one of our most excellent grilled chicken sandwiches or wraps, or maybe a foot-long all-beef chili dog, and wash it down with an Orange Julius fruit smoothie with many real fruit flavors. So come on down to Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking, will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your mobile Verizon rep. But not just here, I'll deliver the phone to you in your home. While I'm there, I'll only sell you what you need and I'll personalize it to you. Want to have me get you connected? Then call me at 352-528-0020. I even offer unlimited home phone service for just $20 per month. Just call me, your mobile Verizon rep, at 352-528-0020.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952.
Ooh, a xylophone. Sounds dreamy.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore, Robin. I'm shipping it to the